got my setup, my road setup. Got my quad lock set up for my ram mount. It's just a ram clamp. It clamps on my thrashing supply risers. And the same goes with my ram radar detector mount that's magnetic, and my radar detector just swivels in there, sticks. And when I first got that years ago, I got a unit in R4, which I think is perfect for motorcycles. You know, a unit in R8 slightly better than it's got a lot of readouts and stuff, but you really don't need all that. You just need to be able to see the thing light up. You can quickly look and see what the number is and figure out if it's a fake reading or not. Ohio State Police, when I'm driving in Ohio, uses old band, so I leave all the stuff live on mine, so mine does go off a lot more. I'll be doing a future episode about that, about the radar detector. I need to run a 12-volt power cord to the front here, so that I have some place to plug in my radar detector, because it does not plug into USB. There is a USB hookup for the radar detector I can buy, but I would like to be able to charge I can charge my phone off the muted thing also, so I'm just going to run 12-volt. It's easy enough. I just have to probably take the tank off and run wires in the back. But I'm probably going to lower this down a little bit more. I'm just going to play around with the things so that when you're on a trip, I can have my setup for ways and the radar detector, because sometimes you need to drive faster than normal. I guess 2 weeks ago, when we come back from Sons of Speed, we had some road rage where a guy come up screaming, hollering for no reason at all on my right. It was raining, and there was 3 lanes of traffic, and the left lane was moving along. Everybody's kind of watching their speed because it was raining, and this guy comes along screaming on the right, like, like we wasn't going fast enough, irrationally screaming. And there was 2 things you could do. You can outrun them, or you can back off, which is what we did. But had I needed to go fast, I like having a radar detector. That's not the only reason that I go fast. It's not that I like to go fast because I like to go fast. I'm going to work right now, so I am not going fast. I'm just going to work. Yeah, I'm just trying to make the ST better. And the local dealer, of course, the Harley thing is now that no matter if you have a brand new bike you just bought, they want you to immediately trade it back in on something else. And I'm not sure that sales tactic is a smart one, but they keep trying to tempt me with a new Road Glide. They're like, "Oh, you like the new Road Glide?" I was like, "Well, I'm still not." I was such a fan of the shark nose, and I know that's kind of a controversial thing. A lot of people like that new smiling Joker face Road Glide, but I like the old shark fairing, and I think the old shark fairing with a couple of LP6s is amazing looking. But anyway, that's not the point. My point is that I like the ST, and I'll tell you why. This thing, the sport part of this is amazing. It likes high speed. It likes high speed with no effort, and it's very stable at high speeds. Now, I haven't had a passenger on here at high speeds. I probably wouldn't. But me and AJ went riding the other night, and a little bit of spirited riding, which I don't know if I can. I have to look at the footage and see if I can log out the speedometer. This thing was like, I won't say sport bike territory, but it was a lot of fun. And you would have had to work your butt off on a bagger to get the bagger to go this fast. And the suspension on this is second to none. Between the handling and the ride, it's really a world-class motorcycle. It's really a well-engineered motorcycle. I'm very happy with the size. The size of it's really nice. You want to split lanes, it's very easy to split lanes with. on a long trip, after, I can go a long trip and you don't get exhausted from, moving a big old bagger around. Though I hear the new baggers are better as far as the filling weight on it. I don't know. I haven't rode one. But anyway, I'm trying to make the ST just the better touring option of it, because I'm not tempted to trade for a bagger. I do plan on putting bigger saddlebags on it. I just don't have the money right now because of the IRS situation. And I'm not sponsored, and I'm a working class guy that pays bills. So I'm going to budget for saddlebags somehow or another. Maybe a Brinks truck will break down in front of my house. They're like, oh, can you take this pallet of cash for your trouble? Anyway, yeah, I shouldn't put that out in the universe that I don't have money. That's not right. I have a lot of money. I am a millionaire. I just am choosing not to buy saddlebags at this time that I really want. I really like the Hogworks, I think. One of those other, there's a company out there that sells the chop bags. It's not Afghan Black, and I kind of like the looks of them. And there's also the FXRT tour pack that you can buy for this from a couple of different companies. I think it's also Hogworks, which I think is very sharp. I kind of like it because I always like that. I don't know, it's kind of nerdy, late 80s, early 90s look. I kind of like that. I'm kind of a nerd like that anyway. But yeah, I'm just trying to make this a better touring bike, and because the core platform, the size, the weight, the power, the braking is so good that I don't want to go backwards by having a bagger and then having to make it feel lighter just because it has extra luggage capacity. It is better for a passenger, and if I had a passenger, a full-time passenger all the time, it might be a consideration. That because the passenger room is better. I would like to see people, the companies that make products for STs, like there's a lot of them, like TC Brothers makes like a whole run of stuff for the ST. I'd like to see them start working on products for the ST to make it a better the touring aspect of it. Is it FXR? What's the company? FXR something out in California. They make a crash bar for Dynaglods that have the mounts for an LP6, but they don't have it for the Softail. And I'm going to put LP6 or not LP6s, S2s. I'm going to put S2s on my crash bar because it's a nice set of auxiliary lights. I'm going to light this thing up. I do need to find out some better way to light the back up a little better, because when you ride at night and people come up on you, I need them to see me far, far away. But yeah, it's just the commute, commuting, touring. If it's a better touring bike, it's a better commuting bike. And I don't know about you guys, but my economy is not. I'm going to be working, so. I checked the weather radar. It isn't supposed to rain, but it sure is spitting right now. And I checked the rain, and there was nothing in the radar. I checked it pretty far out, so I don't know what that's about. This is my exit to go to work. And on that note, it is Sunday. This is my last day for a couple days. So this is like my Friday. Well, it's night shift. And they say, oh yeah, you get 2 days off. No, technically not, because I work 6 hours into Monday, so it is not a day off. And I'd like to clear that up with the banking hour executives. I've worked 2 jobs where I worked a swing shift, and they tell you the day shift people will tell you, oh, you only work 6 months out of the year because you get so many days off during the week, because they don't get days off. But we work 42, 48-hour weeks at night or day. We do a swing shift. And they're like, oh, you get 2 days off this week in the middle of the week. I'm like, no, I don't, because I'm working 6 hours Monday, 6 hours Monday morning, and then I'm going home and sleep for 6 hours, if I'm lucky. So half that day is gone. And I get Tuesday off and go back to work Wednesday. So that's, that's just because you guys get a 8 to 5 job Monday through Friday, and you only get weekends off, does not mean that I have the better of the situation. Now, this is 1039. This is in Kentucky. It runs from I-71 down to 42. And I just give you a little quick thing. This is a speed trap, and the Kentucky State Troopers like to pick on your daily workers that are going for shift change, and so you need to set your speedometer. I got 59. I think I'm probably good, but I usually see multiple people pulled over on this road at shift change by the Kentucky State Troopers. Another reason to run a radar detector, but you just I know this route. I'm just not going to speed across here. Anyway, hope you guys are having a good ride to work. And I think, when is the ride to work day? Was that June 6th, right in the middle of Gemini season? All right. Okay. Well, peace out, folks.